Till I share what I wear. Splash on me, go Kanye.
Good day.
Shoot.
It is no longer a new thing that in Africa, and in particular in Nigeria, there are content creators in the industry that has made it to limelight and made reasonable, comfortable wealth, stable wealth, income, publicity, fame, and visibility for themselves. They have created positive impact. They have done things beyond every reasonable doubt to prove that Nigerian youths are not lazy. They have utilized their gifts, their talents in every reasonable way and form to say yes, regardless of the fact that the course we went to school to study did not grant us opportunity to practice them. We can create craft for ourselves. We can create ideas and come up with content and become useful, not just to ourselves, to the community, to the society, to Nigeria and Africa at large. And these are no other set of people than the comedy skit makers, like the skit makers. We have in the industry the likes of Zik Aloma, popularly known as Mama Ikidos. This is one guy that I personally love, and I appreciate his skills and his craft, and he's doing well for himself, amazingly well. We have the likes of Mama Uka, we have the likes of Steve Chooks, likes of Mama Chinedu here on YouTube, and these persons are centered strategically on almost every social media platform, and their contents and videos are doing well. They are doing well for themselves. No cap. At this point, let's give them a round of applause in the comment section. Congratulations to them. God bless you. Keep doing your work. But, guys, I would say that there are things that I personally, from my own point of view, this is my unpopular opinion, need to analyze critically. And I need you to bring up your IQ, your sense of reasoning, and critical analysis to look at this thing from my own point of view. Feel free to disagree in the comment section. Feel free to agree. Feel free to support right there in the comment section. Your thoughts and your opinions are highly recommended and required, because I want to know what you think about this. And it's no other point than the way these artists portray themselves to be women in course of their content creation and their skits is something that is gradually depicting a very negative impression and meaning to a Nigerian context, personality, and representation. Because right now we see that they are doing these things like acting in form of a woman or a female to portray and pass a message across in the course of their production, right? But in a real sense, they are men. And sometimes when I come to see these artists in their real form as men, I cringe, because I've not been watching them for being men. I've been watching them for acting as women. And it is a thing that is worrisome. And if it's not properly addressed, we also need to look at instances how these actions, how this content and skits these people make will affect or is affecting the life of their viewers, even as adults or as children, because we fail to understand that there are children who watches these people on the screen, and there are children who will grow into teenagers and still have access to the internet and the media. And the question will be, mommy, daddy, uncle, auntie, are these people men or they are women? Why are they all dressed up in this regalia and looking as women, and you telling me that they are men? Why? Make it make sense. There will be a time definitely when these kids will come to ask. You as an adult watching them, you are watching with a mindset that they are portraying the personality of women in their skits, right? You are not seeing them as the real men or male gender that they are. And at the end of the day, I want to ask you listening to me, how do you feel when you see these people in their real and original form as men? How? Tell me, because for me, like I said, I cringe. It's somehow to me like I will begin to wonder, this guy looks different and he looks good, better in a man's form than what I used to know them to be, okay? And now, in conclusion, I would advise and suggest that they could possibly, or they can possibly assign this role to women who are funny and comic in their character and personality to do this role and dress as the real and actual female gender that they are to execute this role. And let's try and gradually phase off this abnormality of men portraying themselves in the form of women in skits making and all whatnot, right? Now, liking it to that of the Nollywood, we will see that despite the years Nollywood has stayed in the Nigerian industry, we barely saw where men were being portrayed as women, dressed up in the regalia of women to pass a message or represent a personality. to show that it is abnormal and it is not a thing that should be encouraged. Right in the Nollywood industry, a funny woman is given a funny and a comic role to act and execute, and she does it better. Then on the other hand, a funny man is given a funny role and a funny character to execute, and he does it and does it better. And we see these people for a funny man and a funny woman in the likes of late Mr. Ibu and others. And the female aspect, we have so many of them too numerous to mention that are funny, like Ada Ame, also known as Emu in the Johnson's episode, gave a very comic role, executed her role as a woman, and we all loved her for that role. And that was why so many people watched that series of Mr. Johnson on the TV. So I will say that we should try, these artists, these skit makers should try their best to please redefine the sexuality, the femininity, and the gender of characters and execution in the course of their skit making, so that we don't pollute the Nigerian acting, comedy, movie industry. Please, this is my candid opinion for the sake of also the younger generations to come, because it is now becoming a trend and a thing. Every skit maker or upcoming skit maker wants to mimic gender femininity in a negative way and from the wrong angles, thereby passing a very good message and good acting roles, okay, that makes everyone laugh. But let us define our originality for whom we are. This is my candid opinion. If you stayed up to now, hi, thank you so much for watching. I would really and gladly love to hear what are your thoughts about this insight, about this analysis on the Nigerian skit comedy industry and their role of presentation. At this point, we've come to the end of this topic, and I will oblige you to leave your thoughts down in the comment section, your opinion. Like this video if you actually enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs up. Please, I beg of you. I notice some of you don't like the video. You just watch and go. Like this video, share this video, because I want this message to go across board and let this message be passed. And let me know what you think as well. Subscribe to this channel to stay glued to more interesting, captivating, fun, and inspiring episode, because here in Chivik Inspirations, we say it as it is, without minding whose heart is God, to pass a message just the way it is, to also inspire, motivate, captivate not just your spirit but your soul and your body. We'll never have it as a dull moment here. So thank you so much, guys. Remember to always stay safe, blessed. Till I come up here on this space, this is me, Chivik Inspirations, signing out. For now, bye guys.